Hello students, welcome to the capsule program part 2 of cloud computing. This is Kiran Shinde. In this session or in this video, we are going to discuss about the characteristics of cloud computing. There are essentially two types of characteristics we are going to discuss, common and essential characteristics. After that, we will also be discussing about some advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing. So let's begin with the presentation. Just a minute. Here we go. So, as I said, let us first try to revisit what do you mean by cloud and cloud computing. The cloud in cloud computing is the set of hardware, software, networks, storage, services, and interfaces that combine to deliver aspects of cloud computing as a service. So we have already understood that cloud computing is a technology which offers the end users a kind of service as per their requirement, and a service can be of type infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or software as a service. So cloud can be viewed as a virtual resource which offers you a service as per your requirement. Okay, so that's nothing but the cloud and cloud computing. Let's begin with the characteristics. So now we are going to discuss about some characteristics of cloud computing. Let's first have a look at some common characteristics. Massive scale, that talks about the scalability, the resource scaling ability of cloud computing technology. The resources can be scaled up or it can be scaled down as per the requirement of the end user. Resilient computing talks about the robustness of this technology, how maximum availability this particular technology can give you in terms of application availability, in terms of resource availability, or any kind of service availability which you are actually availing from cloud computing platform. Homogeneity talks about the environment which it supports. Geographic distribution actually conveys about how the widespread scope of this particular technology has offered to the user as far as service availability is concerned. Virtualization talks about the virtual environment this particular technology offers to you and with which you can avail any service irrespective of its geographical location. Service orientation talks about the various services and the seamless integration happening between the various services in order to give a pleasing experience to the end user. Low cost software, because here the end users do not have to purchase the licensed software. The users can actually go for software as a service kind of model, and they can use the available software applications with the cloud computing platform. Of course, it also deals with the security aspect. It is also one of the common characteristic of cloud computing. So it gives you advanced security as far as the cloud provider network is concerned. You will have to have some kind of SLA between the provider and the consumer to avail the kind of security which you are looking for to secure your network as well as your application. Now, if we talk about some essential characteristics, first essential characteristic is on-demand self-service. Of course, cloud computing technology itself is invented to offer on-demand services to the end users. Broad network access, rapid elasticity that I have already talked about in case of scalability aspect. Resource pooling, yes, this is again very, very essential characteristic of cloud computing. With resource pooling, the resources can be allocated to the requesting user as per their requirement. And of course, once the resources are consumed at the end user side, they can be released and reallocated to the other users who are requesting for the same. So that's the runtime or dynamic behavior which is happening under this particular characteristic, which is resource pooling. Measured service, as we have already talked about, cloud computing offers you the service as in the pay as you go model. So it's a kind of measured service. Let's move ahead. Now, we will talk about some advantages of cloud computing. The two very well-known advantages are lower computer costs. As I have already talked about, the hardware or the software or the network, the common resources which any company or any startup user wants to have, these resources can be very well availed through this particular platform as a service. So there will be lower computer costs. Improved performance. as there are many servers, rather I can say server farm is serving for you to avail or to offer the services which you are looking for. So of course you will be getting improved performance as compared to your on-premise infrastructure. Some more advantages: reduced software costs, I have already talked about. Instant software updates. Now, as in case of on-premise infrastructure, the technical team have to actually look after the updates, which may be in line with the software updates, hardware updates, the patches, the cracks, and all those things. The technical team has to actually look after. But in case of cloud computing platform, when the application is web-based, updates happen automatically, available the next time you log into the cloud. When you access a web-based application, you get the latest version. So this is again one more very, very important advantage of cloud computing. Some more advantages: unlimited storage capacity. Cloud computing offers virtually limitless storage. Your computer's current 1 terabyte hard drive is small compared to the hundreds of petabytes available in the cloud, obviously. Because as I mentioned, a server farm or the data center composed of many servers is actually catering to the needs of the different end users. So you can just imagine the storage capacity they are having. Increased data reliability. Unlike desktop computing, in which if a hard disk crashes and destroy all your valuable data, a computer crashing in the cloud should not affect the storage of your data. Of course, cloud computing gives you high level of data reliability. Why? Because there are multiple servers which are having the replicas of the data or the applications you are availing from this particular platform. So it gives you a kind of reliability as far as data is concerned and as far as your application is concerned. Some more advantages. The last couple of advantages are universal document access. You can access your documents stored through this particular platform across the globe through any kind of device, okay, and through any kind of platform. So these two advantages talk about the global reach of your document or your application through cloud computing platform. Now, let us talk about some of the disadvantages of this technology. Of course, the first very, very important limitation is you require a constant internet connection to avail any service through this platform. It does not work well with low speed connection. So you have to have significant seamless internet bandwidth. Features might be limited. For example, you can do a lot more with Microsoft PowerPoint than with Google Presentations web-based offering. It's just an example. Of course, there are certain updates happening with the open source platforms also, or the open source applications also, but you may come across this kind of limitation. Store data might not be secure. With cloud computing, all your data is stored on the cloud. So again, here we have to think that if we want to make the data secure, then we have to have certain special contracts or SLAs with the cloud provider, so that we can assure about the security of the stored data. Otherwise, it will not be 100% secure. And of course, it can also be lost in very rare cases. So in this particular small video, we have talked about some advantages, disadvantages of cloud computing, along with common characteristics and essential characteristics. So here I will stop. I hope it was useful to you. So please stay tuned and keep watching.